Good morning, students. We have completed the chapter Reflection and Refraction of Light. Today we will start with the new chapter, that is electricity. We all are aware with the term electricity. Actually, science has done the wonderful discoveries, out of which the one discovery which has transformed our daily life is known as the discovery of electric current, or we can say electricity. This electric current is basically used in electric bulbs, in picture tube of televisions, in the cell of the torch, in many other things. So we can say the form of energy associated with the electric current is called electric energy. The most important term which is related, or we can say which is the cause of electric current to flow, is known as electric charge. Electric charge is the property due to which the object shows electrical and magnetic phenomena. All the object around us is made up of atoms, and these atoms consist of protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons are positively charged particle and the negatively charged particle moved around it. So we can say we have two types of charges. The one is positive charge and the other one is negative charge. Now, it is well known that atom is electrically neutral because the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons. And if we want the electric current to flow, we need the object to be charged up. And the charging of an object can be done in any manner if we can increase the number of protons or electrons, or we can say if we have unequal number of protons and electrons, only then we can say the body is charged up. Otherwise, it can be said electrically neutral. We have many methods of charging the electrons. We have many methods of charging the body. The one method is the rubbing. You can see in the diagram, we have a glass rod and we have a silk cloth. If we rub the glass rod with the silk cloth, the glass rod becomes positively charged and silk cloth attains equal amount of negative charge. So students, from where this charge come? Because charge has a property of conservation. We can say charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. So what is the cause of this charge? Actually, what happened when we rub the glass rod with the silk cloth, the electrons from this glass rod moves to the silk cloth, and this makes the glass rod positively charged and silk cloth negatively charged. We have many other examples. For example, the very common example which we can see in our daily life, when we rub the comb through the dry hair, we can see we can attract the pieces of paper because the comb will charge up by our hair. It is very important to note that these are only electrons which transfers from one place to another place, not protons, because protons are held by the extremely strong nuclear force of attraction, and nucleus cannot be broken in any ordinary conditions. So the only electrons are held in an atom which are also attracted by the attractive forces. So when in different kind of atoms, what happened? These forces by which the electrons are held it is different. So during rubbing, the electrons are removed from that material in which the force of attraction are completely weak as compared to the other, and in this case the glass rod has weak forces. That's why electrons from the glass rod transfers from this place to silk cloth.